Call of Duty Modern Warfare. We're back on Xbox One X with great push towards a 4K resolution with HDR support, so it does look fantastic. There's a new update today that brings some free content to the game. This includes the mode we're playing right now, which is Hardpoint. That is a ring-based game mode where you're capturing a position. It might not necessarily be ring-based as in like an actual ring, but it's position-based. You're basically capturing and holding the hardpoint area in order to score points and add to your team's total. We joined in late to a match, which is great because I also want to show off some other additions to the game with this update. So there are a number of changes. I wanted to kind of go over some of them as well as kind of play this. Oh wow, nice headshot there. So we also got new maps. There's the Krovnik Farmland for Ground War, so that's obviously the big, huge multiplayer mode, Ground War, which I like playing, but I do still casually when I'm playing prefer to do these more smaller game types. Ground War, just like so much going on, but I am looking forward to playing that stuff. So if you do like these Call of Duty videos, be sure to let me know, and I'll do some more checking out different stuff, because I like to actually, I'm really enjoying this Call of Duty. It's the most fun I've had in this franchise for years, so I'm having a good time kind of going over things. They also added Shoot House, so there is a Shoot House 24/7 playlist, and that's what we're going to be playing as soon as this match kind of wraps up. So that's the new content. Again, free DLC for this one post-launch, as opposed to having to buy map packs or season pass in the past. It's all free content now, which is fantastic in my opinion. So they fixed a lot of bugs and stuff. I guess the ride shield's been adjusted. So they fixed an issue where the knife and thermite wasn't causing the shield to go back in the back of the rider. Oh jeez, that's a scary tank. So that's good. They also fixed where splash damage wasn't working consistently, and they're gonna tune the riot shield further, because yeah, the riot shield's been like a super invincible kind of thing in multiplayer. I don't know if other people have really noticed that, but definitely an issue, at least in my opinion. They've also fixed the claymores now, so that when you shoot a claymore, it's non-lethal when at full health, and they've reduced the trigger damage radius and reduced damage width to better match the trigger width. So it's more like a traditional claymore, because you have to admit, the claymores in this, oh, there's the chopper gunner, it's crazy. The claymores in this were like excessively powerful. I hope I'm not the only one that was like, wow, you know, you're trying to take out a claymore and you're like 30 feet away from it and it blows you up. You're like, damn. Battle chatter, they removed the ability for enemies to hear when they've been called out by the opposing team. That was a terrible spawn. They adjusted enemy callouts so that they are never from your operator. Enemy callouts now use a more restricted cone at the hip and even more restricted ADS when calculating not to trigger. Mounting, they slight increase to recoil when mounting on objects like the walls and stuff. Let me guess, I'm gonna get blown up by this thing. I'm not having any luck the last few spawns. Damn. This game can be savage. Oh yeah, and then I spawned in front of this thing. That's right on. Yeah, the game, I think the spawning could be tuned a little bit, in my opinion. It's not bad, but it's like, you know, there's a few times where I'm just kind of like appearing inside of kill streaks to get blown up. Yeah, it's basically just setting you up for death. Especially since that's the middle of like a hostile zone. Guy there. Get that guy down. I wonder where the other person went. So they've also EOD now clamps damage to non-lethal amount. Okay. I was assuming that guy was gonna. Oh come on! Leave me alone. Assuming the player is at full health, the EOD clamps damage to non-lethal amount. Lighting, continued updates to player visibility in dark windows and dark areas. Footsteps. They've increased the occlusion. I always say that one wrong. Oh, there's a guy right here. Where did he go? He was there. Okay, anyways, we're going to switch maps up to that other one. Filter footsteps behind geometry and adjust the footstep volume at a distance. We have another large footstep update coming in the future. Will make crouch and ADS movements significantly quieter. Cool. 'Cause yeah, you can really hear footsteps and stuff in this one, so that's nice. Great, so we're loading into Shoot House 24/7. Kind of weird though, there's a lot of mouse and keyboard players mixed in with gamepad. I thought they didn't really do that. So that should be interesting in this map. So yeah, that's just a mixture of modes. So weapons have been changed, 7.25 shotgun, increased ADS and hip spread, reduced damage range. Crouch and prone no longer adjust recoil on guns. So that's kind of an interesting change up. Kill House, yeah, this is kind of a really tight map, it looks like. So if you're not familiar with Kill Confirmed, it's basically deathmatch, but they give you a slight objective to work towards. There'll be a window I can climb in. This is a very interesting map in this one. The easy SMG, increased damage range. M4A1 assault rifle, reduced damage range, small recoil increase. So yeah, the M4, it's got a little bit of a nerf to it. It hasn't been too big of a difference in my opinion, but yeah, that's definitely a gun I like to use. I feel like flashbangs are super cheap. Am I the only one that kind of gets that, kind of vibe from flashbangs in like Call of Duty? Is like they're kind of super unfair. SMGs, increased move speed, increased ADS move speed, small reduction in sprint out time. The MG34 LMG, increased hip spread, damage range reduction, small ADS slowdown. So they are changing quite a bit of the kind of guns and stuff in this update. And there are a lot of little other bugs that I'm not going over. I'm just trying to cover the main ones. Like, how is that fair at all? Like, you can't see anything. I don't know. I might be crazy. Flashbangs have always been a thing, but I've always kind of been bothered by them. So that was some good kills there, right? So that's kind of nice. We're going to go over more on the list in a sec here. I'm just trying to focus in on what's going on. That was a bit of a slow reload. M91 LMG, increased hip spread, medium damage, range reduction. Pistols, increased move speed, reduced sprint out time, increased damage range. And ground war bug fixes, and that's kind of all for the key adjustments to the game. Kind of straightforward. A lot of fixes and stuff. I think I covered all the key points, but yeah, they're definitely adding a lot to the game right after kind of release and stuff, which is nice. Yeah. I do wish... Oh, yeah, I don't know if I mentioned that, but sprint and tactical speeds are now back to what they were in the beta, so a little bit quicker movement, I guess, which should be good for people that are dealing with folks that kind of like hide around corners and stuff, which some folks have been complaining about. I personally love the layout of the maps. It feels a lot more traditional and better for me, but, all to their own. But yeah, I've definitely been thoroughly enjoying this this release in the franchise, having a lot of fun with it, playing on, obviously Xbox, but also doing some of the ray tracing on PC, or turning the ray tracing off on PC and getting like a native 4K with like an insane amount of increase in FPS. Yeah, it's kind of crazy to be honest. Just how much of a difference that makes. Did I not get the... Sorry, I guess I gotta get these ones. Not bad. Yeah, it just seems like they're doing a lot of good effort in regards to providing a lot of content right off the bat, and I'm sure there's more free maps coming. This one definitely seems like something they're going to be pushing content-wise for a while. At least I think so. And again, yeah, it is hilarious, like, when you've got ray tracing on. Like, it looks good, but it's like such a small little shadows element of play. And then you turn that off and you're getting like an insane frame rate at like native 4K with like everything on and stuff, which is kind of crazy. Oh, I thought I might have got that guy, but just a pistol. And do you find that melee is kind of useless in this? Like all out of, I don't know if it's like nostalgia, but more of like just, reaction. I'll like go for a melee sometimes if somebody's close, because I'm used to that knifing and killing people, but I guess that really hasn't been a thing in CODs for a while, so I gotta like get out of that habit. You get like the instant knife kill, which is kind of always used to it. Oh, there's a guy. They finished him off. I gotta go knock out this tag so they didn't get the point. Ugh, gas. That's not good. I think I'm doing alright this match. I'm not 100% sure on that, but trying my best. See what else we can do. Oh, smiley face. You see that? I kind of like the map. It's different. It's very small. It's very focused, but yet at the same time they use the space very effectively. That makes sense. Like they do a really good job of distinctly cutting out the different areas of the map, making it feel kind of like unique aesthetically too. Like it's the same look, aesthetics, but they cut out each section. I mean, so you've got like some areas that are higher, some that are lower, tighter spots, some with sandbags, some with containers. Like they do really kind of mix up the action that you're dealing with. Ow, that was point blank, big shotgun hit there. I'm just really enjoying the Call of Duty. I know I've said that a couple times, but legitimately, I'm really just having fun with this one and actually feel like sitting there and putting time into it, which is not really something I've been doing with this franchise for a while. I just kind of hurt him. I can see the name tag, but I'm surprised that guy didn't shoot me. I mean, I was just reloading there. Yeah, kind of neat to get this in a mosh pit. I'm looking forward to spending more time on the new Ground War edition, though. Ow. Because it is nice to have additional maps in that one. And I get that it's harder to make maps on that one, but I still need, like, a good rotation, if that makes sense, just to kind of keep me focused. It must be hard on them to do this. That's probably why they got so many developers working on this entry, is the fact that they've got, like... They're really pretty spread thin, because you're making, like, traditional COD maps, and then you're making, like, maps that are, like, billion times bigger than anything we've seen before. Like, I mean, Battle Royale was pretty big in Black Ops 4, but, I mean, it's not like a competitive shooter map. It doesn't have quite the same style or content stuff to it. And then you've got, like, the small gunfight maps. Yeah, it seems like a lot of work, in my opinion, for them. And we go fit another match in. That'd be fun. Headquarters. Yeah, so we're playing a little bit more of another one just because run times, they were kind of quick. Wow, that person on whatever team knew where I was gonna be. Jeez. Anyways, so this is headquarters, and we're still in the kill house 24/7 thing. I think there's a guy right below me. Looks like somebody else got him though. You got somebody with the execution style there. Like a weird gun to the head kind of thing, but we'll take it. Yeah, just to continue on. Definitely like this map. It's definitely interesting and different. I hope they do a sort of mosh pit for each of the new maps that get added to the game. I think that would be a really nice sort of touch up just to get you familiar with the new options that they add in. Respawn disabled. We're losing? Oh, that's not good. That guy dead? Literally can't tell. Should I get over there and break that? I kind of got a kill streak going, so I'm not sure I want to. Oh. Well, I botched that up anyways. I should have ran down there. Was I the only one left? My bad, guys. Well, I think we're going to lose that regardless of what I did over there. I quite like headquarters. It's nice to see it return. I would definitely kill for demolition to come back, though. That's what I keep thinking. I was like, wow, I really crave that kind of like search, but you know, faster and back and forth and stuff. Like this was a no-brainer to me, the fact that Hardpoint would be back. Well, we're not playing Hardpoint, but just like seeing it in the private listing, I was like, you know, private match listing. So you go to custom games, you make private match. Like Hardpoint was in there, so I'm like, yeah, that'll be a mode that we'll see come shortly after launch because it's already available to play. It's just not in rotation. They're probably going to test it out and refine it and stuff, which is fine. So, yeah. Not at all shocked by the fact that that one is available again quite quickly. So, like, you know, theme-wise, last time we were talking about what we'd like to see. So, what kind of modes do you think would be cool? I don't know. It's fun to talk about. I like to see, like, prop hunt stuff come back. Again, demolition, like I mentioned. Infection would be fun. Maybe a new game mode would be cool. You know, not complaining, but just being like, hey, it'd be pretty cool if, you know, they did something completely fresh and unique. Not to say that they haven't with this one. They've been trying a lot of new things, which is really cool, but I think that'd be a good idea. I knew I should have just planted that airstrike right where I was. Well, it's kind of in the vicinity, right? So, yeah. It did alright. I think I got some kills going. Yeah, I'm doing fine. Yeah, some new modes would be cool. Well, I mean, they just added Hardpoint, so I guess I shouldn't be complaining. I'm not, but I'm just saying. Yeah. I think prop huts, just some like more fun, whimsical type of games. They could almost do like a Halo-style action sack, to be honest. I know that COD doesn't have like a forge or, you know, really good customizer. You can custom your skills and roles and save profiles in the custom games, but not quite the same as what I'm mentioning. It'd be really cool to have. Yeah, it'd be neat to have a forge-style thing in Call of Duty. I mean, they've kind of shown that it is possible to a degree with the prop hunt. You know, just placing objects. I don't think they'll necessarily go full forge, but that would be really neat to make like strange custom games and stuff like that. And then be able to have more of an action sack. But I'm saying action sack, just like a variety of things like you get. I don't know, at the same time I'm not sure people would really like that, because when they want to play Infection, they want to play Infection, right? And when they want to play like prop hunt, they want to play prop hunt. It's something to think about. That's certainly for sure. Some ideas I'm rolling with. Oh, there we go. Nice. Get some kills going on. Ow. I'm actually sort of tearing it up out here, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I'm not doing bad at all. I got like 21 kills. Might have a chopper gunner. That'd be pretty cool. I mean, I certainly wouldn't mind it. Hopefully they don't all spawn here, though. That would be an inconvenience, that's for sure. Probably get shot while I'm placing this thingy down. It happens. Should I put that, like, down the middle there or something? I don't know. Am I gonna come that way or no? No! There goes my chopper gunner. I should have just kept running instead of just standing in a spot waiting for things to go well. Anyways, I think that's about good for a runtime. I hope you've enjoyed. I mean, kind of a good high note to sort of wrap this up on. Although, maybe I'll go even more crazy. But, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah.